The Shape Builder tool in Adobe Illustrator combines the Pathfinder palette and the Live Paint Bucket tool. There are two main modes, Merge mode and Erase mode. Merge mode is default, while Erase mode is activated when you hold Alt. It is a lot more simple than it sounds. Let me show you. In this case, I have put a checker box in the background so that you can see that it works both inside of shapes that don't have a fill as well as shapes that do have a fill. It's worried about the paths and anchor points more than it is the colors itself. Scrolling back and forth, you'll notice that you can select colors from the color palette or from your swatch palette over here. And that happens when you double click here and you choose Pick from Color Swatches. If you do Pick from Artwork, then it will just choose whatever you're combining. Default is Merge or Extract mode. That's the additive. If I hold Alt, then you'll notice that I have a subtract sign next to it. That is the Erase mode. So if I just click, then it is going to subtract that object. If I were to get out my black arrow tool, that is now a separate object that has been cut out of this object and this object. Anything that intersected with that, it was cut out from that. Now, if I click and drag, then anything that line crosses will be combined, like so, or like so, or like so. Now, if I hold Shift and click and drag, then instead of drawing a line, it gives me a rectangular marquee, and any section, any overlapping section that falls within that marquee will be combined, like that, or that, or that. The same thing happens when I hold Alt. When I hold Alt, it turns to the minus symbol. Anything I single click on will be deleted, like that, or like that. Anything I click and drag on while holding Alt will be combined and deleted, like that, or like that, or like this. Same thing, if I hold Alt and Shift, then anything that falls within this rectangular marquee will be combined and deleted. Alt and Shift gives you the rectangular marquee. There are three things you can do within each of those modes. You can click, click and drag, or shift click and drag. Clicking will extract. Clicking and dragging will combine. Shift clicking and dragging will give you a marquee box, and everything that falls within that marquee box will combine. If you hold Alt during those things, anything that you click, Alt click, or Alt Shift click will be deleted. So let me show you an example. I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to copy that circle, paste in front, make that copy slightly smaller. We'll change the color so we see what we're doing. We'll make a rectangle coming out of the middle here, and we'll make that rectangle dark. And let's center everything. Okay, we'll make a copy of that rectangle, paste it in front, rotate it holding Shift, put this in the front, and now I want to cut this out, so I have a little crosshair situation going on. And I can just select everything except the orange circle, hold Alt to subtract, and Shift to do a marquee, and it deletes everything. Grab this, copy, paste it back. Now I want to select these, and I want to trim the edges off. I'm going to go back to my Shape Builder tool, hold Alt, just click and drag right over there like that, and I can get rid of this. Okay, now I've got a little crosshair situation going on. I can continue to do this over and over and over again with any number of shapes, drawings, or lines. So if I wanted to cut this line in half for some reason, I could do a scribble, and then I could select this, and I could come in and separate that, or I could delete it, or I can add to these shapes, like so, select everything. I'm not holding any modifier keys, and I can just combine these shapes. Now they're combined. So remember, there are two modes. By default, it's in Merge mode, which will extract or combine. And if you hold Alt, it takes it into Erase mode, which will delete. If you single click, it will extract. If you click and drag, it will combine. If you shift click and drag, it will combine within a marquee. If you hold Alt and single click, then it will delete that shape. If you hold Alt and click and drag, it will delete everything that line crosses. If you hold Alt Shift and click and drag, it will delete everything that is within that selection. Click on the link that's showing now in the video to see some tutorial examples as I make a few different objects with a couple different styles of how to do this and combine it with some other things in Illustrator. The Shape Builder tool is a great tool, so click that link and see some things that you can build with it.